Welcome back to Two Guys One Scale. This is episode number 18, or otherwise known as season 2, episode 2.
Dose.
I am Scott.
And I'm Chuck.
And yeah, this is Two Guys One Scale. All right, so we've got a pretty exciting show today.
Oh, tell me more.
We've got a guest coming on later. I think
Nice.
everyone will be interested in talking to him. It is. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's been a busy week.
Yeah.
Very busy week. I know Charles spent all last week by himself for the most part.
Pretty much. Well, I was over here for the most part.
Yeah, he was over here. He was helping me out over here. Was 4th of July, which was pretty busy for all of us. It's been a long week. It doesn't feel like it was already a week ago that we did this at all.
Yeah.
At all.
No.
So to start it off, we should do some weight updates.
All right. So weight updates. Where are you at?
This morning I was 258, which I am pretty pumped about. Even though a couple Saturdays ago I was 259.9, and Friday I weighed in at 257.2.
Nice.
But seeing the 250s every day
Feels
is a
pretty good.
really goddamn good feeling.
Real good.
So
feeling. Real good.
going back to last summer, I've hit 70 pounds down, like 72. And
That's
this year
awesome,
I'm at
dude.
64, I believe.
That's awesome.
Great feeling. Also, I called it out a couple weeks ago. This 258 is the lowest that I've weighed in since I started tracking my calories and stuff. On the Lose It app, it saves all of my information. I started this my senior year of college.
So what year was that?
This was 2012. November of 2012, I was 258.
What?
And I beat it the other day. Now, granted, I'm still right back at 258 today, but it was a very, very weird feeling to be down there because, you know,
That's awesome.
I've yo-yoed back and forth since then. I go back from 2010, I go above 300, then I go below, then go above and go below. But from 2010 to about 2013, I did keep it off for the most part, and then I just kind of got out of control.
Yeah. I did the same thing. I mean, I don't even want to say what I was in 2012. I was 216.
Yeah, fuck off.
I got all the way up to 355.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Absolutely absurd to me. Almost
Yeah.
double my weight.
Yeah, but it happens, and hey, we're making our way back there now.
All right.
You know, well, I have more to say, but you where are you at, Charles?
So I was at 270 this morning. So new low.
Hell yeah.
68 pounds on the year, right? I think you are beating me in the percentage right now, though, which awesome work. You've put the work in. But the next 10 days, I got to put the work in, Bob.
Yeah, that's very true. He's got a big weigh-in coming up.
On the 18th.
18th. We thought it was the 15th, but the 18th.
It's the 18th, and yeah, I think I'll weigh 268 tomorrow morning, especially stepping on the scale there. I think after our workout here, after we get done filming, yeah, I'll probably weigh in about 270 tonight whenever I go to bed, wake up about 268. And I'm eating, I'm 1,025 calories on a day, which is a huge cut for me.
Yep.
Huge cut.
Yeah.
Like, when I was doing 12 to 1,300 calories, it wasn't as bad as this. I'm not going to lie to you. And I think it's because I didn't meal prep today too. So I went and bought frozen broccoli and canned chicken because it has less sodium than the fresh chicken that they have packaged.
Yeah.
And it just was not appealing or pleasing at all. It was horrible. Canned chicken and broccoli is what I had for my main meal today.
I am not jealous of you. I had Steve's hot dogs in St. Louis.
Okay.
We had a big meeting today at work, and Steve himself, Steve Ewing from The Urge, shout out Steve Ewing from The Urge, from Steve Hot Dogs. He delivered them to our office today. It was pretty cool because I'm a big time Urge fan.
He's a big time hot dog fan too.
I am a big time hot dog fan, as everybody knows. So I had that. But
we're having one here in a little bit too.
Counted the calories. But yeah, so you got your work cut out for you.
Oh yeah.
You've not failed to do anything you've set out to do so far. So, I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't think you're going to get it,
That's
but I
fine.
know you'll fucking prove me wrong.
I'm hoping I prove everybody wrong, because even myself, because it was in a bag. If I'd have done this 2 weeks ago, this was in the bag.
Yeah, it was Disney and just,
I mean,
you were going off the rails a little bit.
May, 1st?
Yep.
May 1st? No, not May 1st. May 31st, 274.
Yep.
And
Now you're 270.
oh, now I'm 270. Like, I just didn't push. I got lazy. I think we all do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, the 75 semi-hard, we we got to talk about that a little bit, because, it was 4th of July. So I was drinking some beers. I kept it under control. Went to a pool party, counted every goddamn beer that I drank. Didn't eat anything for dinner that night. So because of the beers I drank, and what I had for lunch was like
a hot dog.
Yeah, it was a hot dog. Yeah, of course it was.
That's
so
awesome.
I made sure to stay under my calorie goals, because like I've been making such good progress lately that I don't want to go backwards right now.
Yep.
So I've been pretty good as far as 75 semi-hard. And Charles.
So I got a question about this.
Yeah.
Part of the 75 hard was closing all of our rings every day, right?
Yeah. And there was 4 days you didn't.
But I also didn't lower my goals.
Yeah, 600. Yeah, we're not competing.
I mean, I would have closed my rings if I would have lowered my goals.
All right, well, we'll. My phone's recording. We'll look it up. But the thing is,
no need.
The thing is, with the challenges, we're punishing both of us.
Yeah,
I just get to pick them.
I'm just messing with
I just get to pick them. I lowered my goals to 600, I think, on July 4th.
And I just caught it.
Yeah, because I forgot about it, because I had definitely had some beers and I didn't fucking eat anything. But I'm wondering if overall I got 750 anyways, because I just didn't think I was going to make it. Because I didn't even remember till you caught it loud today.
You're fine.
But
not that big of a deal.
So we still have to do the hike with the weight. Yep. We're going to do that today, but it won't stop raining here in St. Louis.
No. Monsoon.
The balut we have just canceled out.
Yeah.
We've canceled out.
I mean, I would lose 20 pounds real quick, because I would refuse to eat it. And if that was the only thing that was on the plate for me to eat, I could.
Yeah. It could make an appearance later. You never know.
Okay.
But the 75 semi-hard is coming to a close soon.
I thought it was already over.
It's like mid-July. July 17th, I think.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Because I'm going off the rails on 19th, so that's perfect.
I'm not going to lie. I'm very much looking forward to getting my exercise ring on my Apple Watch down to a half hour again. Because an hour sometimes is just fucking brutal, dude.
I mean,
and I'm fine doubling it when I want to do it, but like,
yeah,
I've become obsessed with closing my rings.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I got my streak going of like 180 days or something, and I don't want to fuck it up. So, anyways, so I got four punishments to dole out. And you know what?
You heard that right. 4. I messed up 4 times.
4 times. And I even called him out on it. I'm like, bro, he went back home, 4th of July, eating good, sleeping, taking naps.
I took naps.
Yeah.
I got 50 minutes of exercise one day and didn't close the ring because I fell asleep with the kids.
Yeah.
Like,
it happens.
I guess.
So,
failed.
For punishment number 1.
All right. Let's hear these.
This one is a lot of fun.
Okay.
It is an event called the Moonlight Ramble.
Okay. Tell me more.
It is August 17th.
Okay.
And actually, hold on one second.
Up top to the left.
As you can see, I've done it before.
Okay.
In 2014, I did it.
All right.
So what it is, it's a bike ride in the middle of the night through St. Louis. It starts at 11 p.m. We leave, I think, Busch Stadium.
All right.
There's 2 options. You can do 5 miles or we can do 17. We're doing the long one.
Okay.
We're doing that.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. There's thousands of people. They put a bunch of lights and like glow in the dark shit on. It's fun.
Sounds awesome.
It is.
And then
We'll be out late though.
And then the next weekend we're in
Well,
Chicago.
we're gonna get to that.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get to that. So I have 3 more punishments.
Stop reminding me.
3 more.
Okay.
This next one counts for 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Because it's a big one.
All right.
It's a fucking big one.
Tell me more.
So, Charles being Charles, he got me realistically thinking about doing a half Ironman.
That's what I do.
He got me realistically thinking about it. Now, do I think we're going to be ready next summer this time? Probably not. But the thing is, do I think we can do it in 8.5 hours?
Absolutely.
I think we can.
Right now, we can.
Just to remind everybody, it's a 1.2 mile swim, a 56 mile bike ride, and then a half marathon at the end.
13.1.
13.1 miles.
Yep.
So we are going to do the St. Louis half marathon.
Half Ironman?
Half marathon.
Ooh, the St. Louis half marathon.
Mm-hmm.
When is it?
November 10th. So we got some time.
And then be cool out too.
Exactly. And it's not like you have to run the whole way. Like they're like walkers are encouraged.
Yeah.
So we've got time to get ready for it. If we continue losing weight, dude, we will. I hope to be too.
It's done. You don't have to sell me on it. It's a running event. It's over.
Yeah.
That's gonna be another. That's gonna be 3-0 right there, Bob.
Well, yeah, I know you're gonna beat me on that. I don't care. A half marathon is literally just about finishing for me, dude.
Okay.
But because my sister, shout out to my sister Leah, she lives in Chicago. She's doing the Chicago half marathon. Like it's coming up in September, I think. There's no way we could have done that with her.
No.
But it kind of got me thinking. I hate running, but like I'm getting better at it, and I've been kind of enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then also like, okay, we need to really test ourselves to see if we are even in the realm of doing a half Ironman. And this is 1/3 of the half Ironman. Granted, we're doing it 8 months early.
Yeah.
If we do actually do it, but it'll be a good test to see how we handle it.
I agree. And we both know we can do the swim.
Yeah, we can do the swim.
We
can do all 3.
Yeah.
It's just the run is the only part that fucks me up.
Yeah. We both know it's the bike for me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to probably get a coach during fall and the wintertime for both of us so we can work on our biking. And we're going to see how well we do in open water swimming. Because that might be something that we might need coaching on too. More
very
likely,
true.
I will. You can just breaststroke it faster than what I can freestyle it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the more I'm looking into these half Ironmans, like I'm reading on Reddit, I'm seeing videos on TikTok of dudes that like weigh as much as we do now that are doing them.
Yep.
Granted, they were started at like 400 something pounds. So like being
good for them. That's awesome.
That's fucking incredible.
Amazing. Yeah.
No, I mean like that means when they get to our size, they're like, God, I can fucking do anything.
Yeah.
Well, we're still like, we got so much to go. We're too fat to do all this shit. These dudes are out there just fucking
living their best,
dude.
Yeah, they're living their best right now.
I was looking at their times. I could beat their swim.
Yep.
I could probably stay there on the bike. It's the run. The run, like realistically, could take me 4 hours.
I think this time next year, though, the run and the half Ironman will be under 3, maybe 2.5 hours for you. I really do. I think I think you'll be around 13 minutes a mile. Maybe. 13 minutes a mile.
I don't know. It's something that's
13 minutes, two hours and 40 minutes.
I'm looking forward to posting a video of us talking about the half Ironman the first time and then cut to us finishing it. I keep thinking of that.
You mean kind of like the sprint triathlon when you're like, absolutely no. Like,
what sprint? What do you mean? No, it was my idea to do the triathlon. It was my idea. You can talk me into doing it because I would have pushed out, but it was my idea to do it. I said I always wanted to do one. This is this one, and then you're like, "Well, we're doing it." And I was like, "I don't know." So
yeah, no, it was the half Ironman when you were like, "Absolutely not." You're insane.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
I'm sorry. No, you were right. You were right.
Yeah. I mean, I still think you're insane because we're still
in
obese.
A good way.
Yeah,
in a good way, though.
But That push, and plus it would be such a fucking accomplishment. Now, the one thing I don't know if we'll just have to see how this stuff goes. Because the thing is, we're gonna do the half marathon in St. Louis in November. Which
Okay.
I do believe is gonna be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
It might take me all fucking day to finish, but you know what? They don't care.
I already had a number pop into my head for it.
What?
2 hours 20 minutes.
That's like fast, dude. What is that?
What? 10?
2 hours.
Yeah, just under 10 minutes a mile. That's what I'm going for.
You're gonna try to.
That's what I'm going for.
Boy,
I'm already putting the pressure on myself.
All right,
Already putting the pressure on myself.
Mine is like, realistically, I'd want to do it in under 4. But most people do like marathons in 4. And I set my bar very low. I just want to finish. Like this one, I don't care about time. You can chalk it up as a win now. I don't care about time at all. I care about finishing and not hurting myself, because we easily could.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt myself.
Easily could.
Yeah, agreed.
Easily could.
What's the 10-minute mile pace?
6 miles an hour.
Yeah, 2:30. So 2 hours and 30 minutes.
All right. Well,
that's what I'm going to do.
In November, we'll be finding out.
We'll see.
Because we're doing it.
We'll see.
Plus, I mean, it would be a huge accomplishment on its own.
Yeah.
Last holiday season, I think we'd be running fucking half marathons. 2 weeks ago, did I think I'd be running half marathons? Fuck no. But I found it because after the Macklin Mile, I've been looking for fun stuff to do. Because I do have a lot of fun, and the community is awesome.
Yeah. The St. Louis running community, tri community, it's almost overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah.
Like, it makes you remember the 90s, just how everybody's always rooting for you to be your best, not rooting for you to fail so they can feel better about themselves. They want you to do your best, and they sincerely mean it. Like, yeah. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Like, yeah, they're just good people.
100%, man. Like, when we did the triathlon, because the 5K we did was snowed out. Yep. It was the first time we really did an event like this with people, and just the support and encouragement from everybody. I mean, there was people there with $10,000 bicycles riding next to me saying, like, keep going, dude, you got this. Like, it was
every time they passed me. Yeah. Every time they passed me, because they did pass me.
So yeah, that's very exciting. I am scared. I'm not gonna lie. I am scared. The Moonlight Ramble's got a fun one.
The Moonlight Ramble's gonna be awesome.
It is. It's super fun. We're gonna deck our bikes out in lights. Get some good videos. It's a lot of fun. I did it before in 2014.
I'm using green, Yoda green.
There you go. But then the half marathon, that's gonna be a fucking doozy, dude. That's gonna be a hell of an accomplishment. And to be honest, dude, I think it'd be an awesome way to kind of cap off the year.
Oh yeah,
I do.
I think it's gonna be awesome,
because this has been. I mean, we're a little over halfway through the year. One of the most influential years of my life already. How much I've changed, how many things I've changed about myself. Like, I barely drink anymore. I don't smoke anymore unless I go on float trips. And I'm 70 pounds lighter than I was last summer.
Yeah.
And just like the way that this summer is gone, it's weird how different the things that I find fun are. Like, I find it fun to go hiking. I find it fun to go swimming. I find
you organized a hike last weekend.
Yeah, we went hiking with a bunch of my friends. There was 8 of us that went out there. It was a really good time. Then we did go out to eat afterwards. And I had 2 beers, but it's holiday weekend. Sometimes you gotta.
And you get to reward. Like, that's just it too. Like, we used to just go out and drink and eat like crap.
Every
meal, and we weren't exercising. Like, when we hit our goal target weights, whatever those weights are, because they're going to keep changing, right? As we keep changing, we get more active, they're going to keep going down.
Yeah.
But once we get to where we're satisfied, we're going to be able to reward ourselves like that and not feel bad about it, because we're putting the work in. It's not going to stay on us this time, because this is a lifestyle change.
Yeah. And it's weird. Like, I do feel weird when I don't work out. One thing I was thinking about, and I was thinking about this last night when I was going to sleep. What is my ultimate goal weight? And, I threw around 240, which I'm almost there. I originally, it was 270, which that was 20 pounds, almost 20 pounds ago now. Um, 220 sounds nice, but realistically, I don't care.
It's what your body tells you,
I
right?
want, I have a goal body.
Yeah.
How I want to feel, how I want to look, whether that's 210, 220, 230, whatever it is. I don't really care what it is because I
Yeah.
already feel much, much better about myself. Speaking of feeling good about ourselves, we're in the middle of our decathlon. We've knocked off a couple events since last time. We keep meaning to do one of them, but a lot of them involve going outside, and it is the hurricane hit Texas, and now it's just like raining
Yeah.
here
And it was
nonstop.
stupid humid too
Yeah,
there.
crazy humid. So one of our decathlon events was going to the Y and running a suicide, which we did, and I posted a video on our TikTok. Go check that out.
He beat me.
I did. So that chalk went up for Scott. But so afterwards, it was in the basketball gym. We played two high schoolers that were like playing basketball. Like,
Yeah.
Charles, of course, has to make fucking friends with everybody and go talk to everybody. He just walks up to me and goes, "Hey, let's do 2-on-2." I'm like, these guys are gonna shit on us and make us look ridiculous. We fucking beat him.
What happened?
We fucking beat him.
We did. We whooped that because
one of those kids.
Make it take it was the worst idea they ever had because they didn't get the ball back.
Like one of the kids was taller than me, and he was like, what, in high school? They were both in high school, and they both were not bad.
No.
We just really lucked out, to be honest.
The ball.
They weren't trying at first until they realized that we were fucking whipping them.
Yeah. And then they got mad.
They kind of got mad.
And then they came back a little bit, but I mean, it's just, the bank shot 3 helped out a lot that you had. And we crashed the boards. And I think
we did.
I'm sorry, but you watch some people play. They don't understand rebounding is important. And
so
we crashed the boards, baby.
Yeah, we beat him. I think the first game we played to 11. I think we beat him because I ended it with a 3.
Yep.
I think we beat him 12-6 or something like that. So they wanted to play again because they wanted redemption from losing to two fat 40-year-old guys, and they did end up beating us like by 1 the second game because like they
tried cheating our score too.
Yeah, they did. I know they did. They kept lying about the score.
Yeah, I think we actually won that game.
I do too.
We were both so gassed that we weren't keeping track.
I was like, Charles would pass to me. I'd just throw it up and just pray that it went in because I was so out of breath and gassed from playing basketball against two, 16, 17-year-old kids. It was a blast, and boy, am I sore today from that.
Let's talk about that calorie count, though. Just as good as swimming when it comes to burning calories.
Yeah.
What was it, like 350? For 20 minutes of basketball?
Yeah. Oh, so my heart rate was going nuts.
Yeah.
I look because I stopped following up my shots. That's how we won the first game. Is because we'd throw it up and I would airball it, but we would get the rebound.
And I'd make some little miracle Harlem Globetrotter shot.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. Those kids were really good sports, actually. They entertained us and then they took us seriously. And just for the record, we are not good at basketball.
I haven't shot at basketball. I shot it one time in the last 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I used to play like when I lived on campus in college. We'd play pickup games. One time, this dude that we worked with, he was from East St. Louis. Grew up playing basketball every day. He was like the one white dude with all black friends. Like he was awesome, dude, and he was so good at basketball. Him and his like cousin or something played us in a pickup game. 2 of them on 3 of us. And they played with one of their hands in their pockets. And they crushed us. It was make it take it though. But they crushed us, dude.
That's a new thing. I know it started back whenever I was still in high school, college.
Make it take it?
But I just don't like make it take it. Like,
I do.
I hate it.
Start sinking threes, dude. You're good.
Well, that's what's wrong with the NBA right now.
My field goal percentage was
no defense.
30%. I airballed more threes than I made, but I'll take it.
I got the rebounds though.
Yeah, that's right.
He started calling them passes, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that was a pass. I meant to pass that to him for that easy layup.
No, I think make it take it could be what ruined the NBA, man. Because people just worry about offense. Like, if you don't do make it take it, then you actually have to D up, you know?
It was I had way more fun than I thought. We did better than I thought.
Yeah.
It also was way more of a fucking workout than I thought, dude.
Oh,
I
I knew it
was
was.
soaked sweating.
I like because we were sitting there like, okay, so what do we do now? Like, are we
Yeah.
gonna go up and lift? I'm like, no, we're gonna go play these high schoolers in some basketball because it's a heck of a workout.
I was like, honestly, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
He's
right
standing over there, like, just wait, what? What? Like, we're playing 2-on-2. And I tried saying, no, you're not playing us. We're gonna each one of you get an old man on your team, and I could tell that they just wanted to play us. I was just like, okay, like
They wanted to feel good about themselves, and one of the kids was a little mad.
oh, he got butt hurt.
Yeah,
He got real butt hurt.
but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was awesome. It was.
But so we got a few decathlon events left. It's all the big ones. We got a golf 18 holes and walk the whole way. We got a hike 5 miles. It just won't stop fucking raining. Home run derby, practice triathlon,
The
Olympic distance.
So I got a question about the walking 18 holes. So whenever I suggested this, I was thinking like a stroller, so we're not tearing our shoulders up carrying golf bag. Because
Sure.
are you okay with that? Because I don't know
Yeah.
if you got a new golf bag, they're super light. Like mine's super light.
Well, I have a golf bag that I've used like 3 times.
Okay,
So it's essentially new.
Because some of the older golf bags like are super heavy.
Oh yeah.
And like that strap on your arm could like really mess you up. Like
yeah, I mean,
that for 3 hours.
I think we need to
use the little push carts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with that. Because that's what I was envisioning when I suggested it.
I envisioned us carrying them.
Oh, well.
The thing is, we got to like figure out when we're going to do this because it's starting to get busy again. And our August is looking like it's going to be pretty damn busy.
Yeah, it is.
But September would be way more fun to go out golfing.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit cooler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, this decathlon might take us another couple months, and I'm fine with that.
I am too. Perfectly fine with it.
Home run derby, I do want to do kind of soon.
Oh yeah.
And the practice Olympic try, dude. I'm down to just do it.
I am too. So, and this is why. Okay, August there is no time to do a practice try.
Nope.
No time at all.
Nope.
We need to find a weekend day to where we can get up at 6 a.m. and start.
Killing me.
Well, whenever the pool opens up, because we want to do it kind of like we would if we were actually doing it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, so I think the Y by my house opens up at 6, but I can come down here, or we can go to Wentzville where there's a 50-meter pool, so we're not swimming 70, 80, 100 million laps. Like, I mean, it's completely,
and somewhere with a trail too.
So, and that's the good thing about Edwardsville is there's a lot of flat trails.
What time does their pool open?
6, I believe. 6 or 7. It opens at 5 during the week. But I mean, I don't want to take a vacation day from work to do a practice Olympic triathlon.
I think Edwardsville would be the place to do it.
Okay,
I do.
And we got the trail right there, just like we did the first practice.
And then we can ride, and then we can
come back outside. Yeah, absolutely.
So we just turn around when we get to whatever the distance is. What's the bike ride? 26 miles.
Yes. So we're probably going to have to take the left trail. We can discuss that later.
So yeah, we need to get that on the calendar because I do want to get that.
Yep.
So I'd say any other updates? We're in the middle of the Conqueror Challenge as well, and actually Charles still hasn't joined our team. So it's just me holding down the fort.
Doing that now.
It's 211 miles this time. I'm 14% through. 11% of the time has passed, so we're still ahead of the curve. So join the team.
Well, yeah, especially with all the steps I've been getting the last 3 days.
Yeah, and all the working out.
I've already done 10,000 steps today, like 4 miles. Like,
there you go.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm doing it right now.
And we got to add to our collection of medals, dude. You need to bring yours over here, unless you want to keep them at home.
I mean, I think I might keep them in the box because I just
the boxes are cool. The boxes are very cool.
I mean, the medals are cool, but I love the boxes. I'm not gonna lie.
So
you're gonna make me do this right now. So
no, you don't got to do it right now.
Okay,
you don't got to do it. Just remember to do it because we got. So I was talking to my sister who's running the half marathon. She lives in Chicago. we can't do that one realistically. I think it's like the weekend after our try in September. But I did find the Chicago Triathlon.
The number one sprint triathlon in America. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Tell me
Yes.
more.
It is in August, unfortunately. But it looks awesome. It's put on by Lifetime,
Yep.
the gym that we both want to join, but it's way too fucking expensive.
Yep.
It's like legit. Like these are professional dudes that like travel all over the world to put this on. There's a super sprint option, which I think my sister said she might want to do with us. And then there's a regular sprint option. And it's like downtown Chicago.
Yeah.
You're swimming in like a marina in Lake Michigan, like looking at downtown. You run along the beach, you bike along the beach and through the city, through downtown. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
We're doing it.
So
I'd rather not do Carlisle Lake if we had to.
Okay, so the problem that I have just found out about.
Okay.
My wife is not here that weekend.
Okay.
So
Doggy Hotel.
yeah, I would have to find someone to watch our animals.
Yep.
And also, I mean, I'm sure she'd want to go, but she's got a trip with her girlfriends for like that whole week, and she gets back that Sunday.
Okay.
So the thing is, we have the Market Mile, the Moonlight Ramble, and then a potential triathlon in Chicago 3 weekends in a row.
Done.
You all right with that?
Absolutely. That's accountability. That's taking it to the next level. Are we ready for that? I don't know. It's a sprint marathon. It's a sprint triathlon. Like it's an 800-meter swim, which is awesome. I think we need to progress at some point. So that'll show us. It's our first open water swim, which I am kind of super nervous about just because I'm not a fish like you.
Well, and swimming in Lake Michigan is a whole different animal, dude. Those waves can get huge.
Well,
the swim portion did get canceled last year because the waves are so big.
Because the wake was so bad.
Which would suck because they add on another run.
That would be awesome.
That would suck. That
would be awesome.
But
if you're watching this, please do that again this year. That will help me so much.
It does look super, super cool. It is super last minute. I know I did call you and talk to you about this before. I am definitely leaning towards doing it.
I'm 100% in.
And our friend Alex, who did the try with us before, is in for doing it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm gonna stay at the Navy Pier. Like I already talked to you about this, the Curiel by Hilton, right there on the Navy Pier, because it's right there. And yeah, just gonna crush it.
Are you bringing the wife?
We'll see. I mean, I'm 199.99% positive I will, because she loves Chicago, and there's a huge Filipino market up there. And if I go to Chicago and she can't come with me to shop at the Filipino market, it's no bueno.
So I guess me and Alex can get a room, because obviously
you can bunk up.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I just, there's some logistics that I have to figure out, because I always get like so excited and my heart's set on these fucking things, and then real life, you know? Yeah. Because we do kind of get into our own world sometimes as far as what we're doing.
We do. That's a definite thing.
Which August is going to be hectic. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out if this is really doable for me, but I really want to do it.
Like, it's probably the one of the three events that I'm the most excited about. I'm not going to lie to you, just because we've been training for tries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Moonlight Ramble.
That's just a fun thing. That's just a fun thing. It's not hard.
It sounds awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. The marathon, the half marathon in November, of course I'm down for a 13.2. I can walk it, right? But tries, like, with how much fun we had with our first sprint try, and it was only one, and it was perfect weather.
It was.
You know, but guess what? We did our first mile a few weeks ago, and it was perfect weather.
Talking half marathons and Ironmans.
It was perfect weather. Like, it is what we make of it, I think. And I think we're entering all this stuff with such a positive attitude. I don't think we're going to get down about it just because we're excited about it. Like, we're looking into next year. You know, we're talking about maybe doing a marathon next year, you know, on the side. Like, we'll see. Like that might be a 2-year thing.
Yeah. I mean, the main reason that I looked into the half marathon, Charles has got his crazy ideas. The main reason the half marathon is, one, it would be a hell of an accomplishment. It'd be a good way to cap off the year, and it is going to really gauge whether or not a half Ironman's in the cards for us in the near future.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's look what we've done this 7 months, right?
Yeah.
I think
like 6 months in a week.
Yeah, 6 months in a week, and
2 weeks.
And we're finally getting back into an athletic shape. And what I mean by that is we have the muscle mass there to where we can actually start to get muscle memory with what we're doing, repetition. I think the next 7 months we may not lose as much weight. Or
no, we're not
6 months in a week.
We're not
going to lose as much weight, but we are going to become athletic again. And I think the strides we're going to take on not just running and biking and swimming, but just our overall health.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a 200% lift. Like where the weight loss might go down to 50% of what we lost the first 6 months in a week. I mean, instead of losing 70, or 60 pounds a piece, we may only lose 30 or 40.
Yeah.
But I think just our athletic potential is going to go up so much more just because, our agility is going to be back. Our fast twitch, our slow twitch muscles. Like, I have zero
twitch playing basketball in those suicides yesterday. It's not there, and that's probably why
zero
I'm hurting
twitch
so bad
right
today.
now,
Yeah.
So I think, and I think doing a 13.2 in November is awesome because
isn't it 13.1?
13.1.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. Sorry.
No,
13.1.
Yeah.
I think if anything, it's going to motivate you because I know you're going to be able to do it by November. I think you'll be in the. I know you're going to say I'm stupid, but with the way you're losing weight, even if you do stop losing for a month, I still think you're going to be in the 220s, if not low 230s.
By November?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oof.
July, August, September, October.
Yeah,
November,
I guess that's 5 months. Yeah.
I
mean, I've been losing
really
an average of about 10 pounds a month.
I think, especially in August, we're gonna lose some weight, right?
Shit.
I'm gonna lose a lot of weight this month. I have to, but at the same time, like we're gonna start training for those things too, which means more exercise, more steps a day when we're training for 13.1.
I am excited to train for an event again.
Yeah.
Because the 1 mile, I mean, I practice running a lot, but 1 mile, I mean, it's over in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally anybody could do it.
Yeah, we did it.
The Moonlight Ramble, I don't need to train for.
No.
Try we do. Half marathon we do. I mean, and let's be real. I'm going to walk a lot of that half marathon.
Oh.
Like, let's be fucking for real. If we do a half Ironman, I'm going to walk probably the majority of it, but I'm going to walk fast.
I'm going to walk a lot of the half Ironman. I already know I am.
But speaking of that, we were just talking about the 1 mile run. We're doing another one called the Market Mile.
Yep.
We're going to take a quick break, and we have Mark, who actually is organizing the Market Mile, coming on to talk with us about it, which is super exciting.
Absolutely.
Our first new guest in the Fat Pad studio. Yep. It is going to be virtual, but I am very much looking forward to it. So we're going to take a quick break and
get
we'll be
Mark
right back.
On.
Yeah.
Yep.
And welcome back to Two Guys One Scale. We are very, very excited to have a guest with us today. Mark Spewak is with us, and he is actually the one who's put together the Market Mile, which we have both signed up for, and your wife has, and I'm trying to convince my wife to sign up with me because she did the Macklin Mile a few weeks ago, and she doesn't like running very much, but and neither do I. But Mark, it's great. It's great to have you on, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. So, you were asking a little bit about us. So we have known each other for coming up 10 years now. We used to work together. He used to be my boss. Then we were coworkers, and then we both left the company that we were working for, and we kind of let our health get out of control. And we both together, I've lost 62 pounds this year, and he's lost like 65, 66, something like that. So we kind of keep challenging each other. We did a triathlon earlier this year.
A sprint
triathlon. Yeah, a sprint triathlon. And, this is just one of the ways that we've been holding each other accountable. Yep. And we're always on the lookout for fun events like the Macklin Mile that we just did. And then I saw this on, I think, Instagram. And I was like, hey, this is the same thing. And we can actually run a mile. So like, cause like running a 5K is still, I don't know if it's in the cards for us. I don't think we've lost that much.
No.
But yeah, that's a little bit about us. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Mark.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I mean, your guys' story is incredible. I think what you guys are doing is awesome, and hopefully you're able to inspire a lot of people. I'm sure you already have in the process, because I think there's probably a lot of people that don't identify as runners or fitness gurus and all the rest
Oh,
of things.
I don't consider myself a runner whatsoever, man.
Too fat.
Yeah.
Can't run.
Yeah.
I waddle. So
Well, I think to lose 60 pounds is incredible, and I'm sure that this is just the beginning of the road for you guys. But it's also establishing lifelong healthy habits, which are incredible, and I know that that's something that a lot of people will appreciate. So yeah, my story's pretty simple. I own a coaching business for running, but
Okay.
that's kind of the main world that I play in. But my inspiration behind putting on an event that was a mile was actually to reach people like yourselves that didn't consider themselves runners, but would like to participate in a health and wellness event. Giving people the opportunity to run, walk, jog, really, whatever you do to get across that finish line and bring people together for a positive reason. Obviously, there's a big running tie to it with competitive runners and things like that. But really, my hope was to be able to get our entire community, feeling like they're connected to something, and kind of removing those barriers, because I think a lot of times there's a lot of an intimidation. Like you're saying, 3.1 miles for runners might not sound like a lot, but for the everyday person, if you've never done that, that's very daunting, especially.
In February, we signed up for a 5K called like Running from Yeti or something like that, and we were both well into our 300 pounds at the time, and it took us about an hour to walk 3 miles. So that's great, man, because like you said, inspiring people, especially like beginners that aren't runners and don't have huge fitness backgrounds. I mean, that was us 6 months ago. I mean, we both were athletes when we were young, but not for the last 20 years.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, how long has the Market Mile been going on?
Yeah, this is our first year.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's why I'm so honored that you guys were able to find us. So, I've put on different charity running related events for the last decade. And it was always a dream of mine to be able to put on something in downtown St. Louis. Mm-hmm. And so when the opportunity kind of presented itself, this gave me that chance to be able to, do something with Union Station, do something on Market Street, kind of jump for it. And so with us being a new event, so much of this is, knocking on doors, DMing people, just trying to get the word out and get the buzz out. So just like being able to reach you guys is incredible, especially for the first year.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a heck of a venue. I actually got married at Union Station like 2 years ago, cool. So that's pretty awesome. Kind of means a lot to me.
Yeah.
This time I'll be being healthy as opposed to just smashing drinks all night like I was last time. So no, that's great, man, and I'm excited to be part of the first one.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So what kind of gave you the idea? Is this was always just a dream, like to do something down with Union Station and Market Street, or?
Yeah, I think I wanted to do something that was different, in the sense of like a lot of my events that I put on are 5Ks or different distances that are not a mile. And, one was obviously, like I was saying, trying to hit a different community of the fitness world and just St. Louis in general. But also, I think, for me, one of the biggest inspirations was, you go to a lot of events and you know that there's a charitable tie to it. And you don't always know where that money is going. And so I wanted to establish an event where the participant can have their opportunity to choose which of our beneficiaries they want a portion of their proceeds to benefit. On top of it, partner with local charities that I feel like today are doing great things for St. Louis, so that when you participate in this event and the money goes towards these charities, you know that they're doing something to kind of help develop our town, help with the perception of obviously what we see in the media and the news and everything else like that. These are people every single day that are doing good things and doing good change. So it was my hope that we could highlight these different charities, and so kind of starting like essentially categories. So the one space obviously is the public housing and mental health, which is Peter and Paul Community Services.
Yep.
Green space was Great Rivers Greenway. And third is responders through Backstoppers. And it's my hope, if we're lucky enough to be able to continue this event after the first year, is to be able to have the participants vote on which charities they want to be in these categories, and then possibly add other categories as well.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that actually was my next question, because I know Great Rivers Greenway and Backstoppers, and what was the third one again?
Yeah, it's Peter and Paul Community Services, and they actually just opened up a whole new facility. I believe it's in North County, but they work with the homeless population in St. Louis, and
Mhm.
they do amazing work around town.
That's great. It's awesome to see you giving back to the community as well with an event like this.
Absolutely. And Mark, you said that, you're a running coach. So, what was your history? Like, did you run in college, high school? Like, have you ran marathons? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so I ran in high school, I ran a year in college, and kind of continued to pursue the sport after college, and then really got into like high school coaching, youth coaching right after I kind of finished my own kind of, I would say, competitive running career outside of college. And then really since then, I've just, yeah, run marathons, run halves, things like that.
Hmm.
But now I'm kind of at a point in my career where I'm putting the focus more on like the coaching aspect, the event planning, and everything else like that. And it's exciting for me because like I have clients who are trying to qualify for the Olympic trials, and I have clients
Wow.
who are trying to just be healthy. Like there's one client in particular who is she hired me because we knew each other. She went to the doctor, got bad results, wanted to get better, has family history of high cholesterol, different things that she wanted to improve on. And so we just kind of built a fitness plan opposed to like the traditional running plan. And she brings me just as much joy as some of the athletes that I'm working with that are running at the super high level. Because
Yeah.
for me, it's like running is such a positive thing. I know it's, when you're in this process, it's difficult, so it doesn't always feel good, but there
That's
is
for
that
sure.
mental health component to it. There is that discipline behind it that I think is so important. I think that's what is so fun for people to experience that.
Yeah. No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I've told Scott a lot, my favorite season of any sporting event that I did was my freshman year across country. It's so much fun. But right now, I have not had fun this last 6 months running. I'm just going to be honest with you. Starting at 338, but I know when we get down to our weights, that our goal weights, we're going to love running. Like even this guy,
I did enjoy the Macklin mile that we just did. And then that got me searching. I'm like, hey, I can do a mile. I felt good about a mile. Like, let's find another one. And then you popped up. So it was really, really awesome to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just kind of piggybacking on that, like I think what the disservice that running does to our community sometimes is that we don't have that next mile race for people. Like so much of
Yeah.
our distances are you got to get into running if you're 5K, and then people want to jump up to the half marathon and then almost the marathon right away. And so you're not meeting a lot of people that are doing mile races. And so I think that's why I'm so passionate about this is like for two guys like yourselves, like yes, you guys are going to keep going. You have this challenge, but what if there was that person at Macklin Mile who could have had that inspiration to keep going and doesn't have another opportunity, so they're not going to go down this path anymore?
Yeah, and one thing we're both looking forward to is seeing our times hopefully improve from the Macklin Mile.
They will.
For this one, I'm hoping I'm going to push myself a little bit harder, but that's the first time I've run a whole mile in like
years.
25 years, maybe. Like it's been a long, long time.
Yeah,
but
been a while.
Yeah, one of the questions that I did, like just putting on an event like this, like what challenges did you face? It had to get tough to get this idea kind of off the ground to begin with.
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge is really just the permitting and be able to build the relationships downtown to be able to do something on that scale. Closing Market Street is not an easy task.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It takes a lot of support from a lot of different people. And so I have to shout out Liz Swires with Four Hands Brewing Company. She's been very instrumental for me and being able to develop this event. She made the introduction to LHM, who owns Union Station, and Karen Shuffle and Todd Hadley have been fantastically working with them. So they've been super supportive. And then really just the city of St. Louis has been, fantastic. Like, I think what is the challenge is one is yes, getting the thing, getting sponsors, getting people interested and excited. But the reality is like that's sometimes a little. I mean, of course, it's harder with the permit process. But I say sometimes the biggest challenge is just trying to sell a new idea to people and trying to market that. I've put on events that have had 1,000 people, and I've had events that have 300, 400 people, and sometimes there's not a rhyme or reason for what clicks and what doesn't. Sometimes the big ideas that I think are going to be fantastic are the smaller events, and sometimes the events that I didn't think were going to be that successful are the bigger ones. And so it's fun for me because it's like this challenge to just kind of knock on doors and get myself back out there. And I think that's the positive challenge in itself. It's kind of a running journey in itself, trying to grow interest, convince people to come down. And then my hope is that we'll get a lot of great content at the event. We'll have great stories like yourselves, and we'll be able to share that post-event, keep the legacy going with these beneficiaries, keep that awareness going, and highlight that as the year goes on to hopefully build bigger buzz for next year.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah. So you said you got sponsors and stuff. So tell us about that. Like after the finish line, what should we expect
Yeah,
when we're
yeah,
dying after we run a mile?
Yeah, the after party.
Yeah. What's the after party?
yeah, definitely. I think what makes this event so special is the fact that you're going to finish at St. Louis Union Station. So
Yeah.
you're going to be running down Market Street, and then you'll turn left onto 18th Street, and you'll finish just about Clark and 18th there, which will be right outside of the parking lot of the Union Station. And you'll walk kind of right by the aquarium, and you'll head to the Purina Performance Plaza, which is going to have 21 plus and up. You'll get a free beer from Four Hands. I believe they're going to have the City White Light that they've been promoting, heavily to the running and athletic community. So that's going to be great. Other options, obviously, for kids and things like that. And Union Station right now, they're actually turning 130 this year, and I believe somewhat around this time. So they're not finalizing 100% of what they're going to have, but they're going to have something to do with the birthday party with our entire weekend. So to expect, there could be a little bit of a surprise when you get to race day. Obviously expect music, expect, free beer, expect being able to see the beneficiaries. Active STL is a sports chiropractor in town who does amazing work, and he's been a big supporter. He's going to actually have fun games for people. St. Louis City soccer team is going to be there. I believe they'll have some stuff for the kids as well. And really just other vendors that kind of have that same interest of like trying to engage the participants, and keep people around. I think that's my hope, is that people want to spend time there. And Union Station's actually extending a discount to the aquarium, the wheel, and different attractions that day as well. So the hope is people bring their kids down. They'll want to stay on the property.
That's awesome.
My wife is into that. She likes going on the wheel in the aquarium. So that's great, man. I really hope it's a huge success. What are you expecting people wise? Do you know?
Yeah, I think if we could get 400, 500 for the first year, that'd be fantastic. I think on a really good day, we'll be more than that. But, a lot of that just comes down to weather. And a lot of things.
Yeah, this weather lately has not been great. I'm hoping that, but, a month from now, it's looking a lot better.
Yeah.
It's tough. But I think, something that I try to take away from these kind of events is just remembering that, like, you're putting this event on for a bigger reason than just trying to attract masses of numbers. Like, of course, we want to get as many people as we can so we can raise as much money as possible for these charities. But at the same time, we want to grow on the right people, the people that believe in this concept. Like, I want somebody to come to this race and feel like, obviously you're meeting a lot of different people, and there's a lot of different experiences that are there of different walks of life. But that positive energy is there. It's the camaraderie. It's people that are there for the right reasons, who are ambassadors for St. Louis, want to see something positive. So that's really been my focus, is just trying to partner with the right people, get our name out there, get our word out there, and hopefully that'll attract, people to be, excited to come to the event on August 11th.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
One thing that we have noticed, because, even looking at us still now, we weren't the most active, fit guys out there doing 5Ks or triathlons, but now we are. The community is just so supportive and so,
awesome.
Encouraging of each other. Like, I was dying during our triathlon, and people were running by just like, keep going, man, you got this. And like, it's great to see. And, that's, I'm sure that they'll be there. Just
had a lady stop. She didn't care about her time just to talk to me and try to motivate me. I was just like, I was like, I don't want to slow you down. She's like, oh no, you're fine. I'm like, you're not even breathing hard. Like, keep running. I'm sorry. I'm just giving you a horrible time here.
I'm sure we'll have a good turnout, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Hopefully set a new PR. We'll see. I don't know if it's as downhill as the other one we did, but I'm very, very much looking forward to it, Mark.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you coming on. We are a newer podcast. We're trying to get our name out there, and we really, really appreciate you coming on here. And we've got a team set up for the Market Mile, and I know we've got a few more people that are going to be signing up.
Oh yeah,
we hope to have a big showing for you.
Anybody else you want to give a shout out to, or anything that helped you organize this?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, thank you so much for your guys' support and
of course,
the kind words. Like I said, it's inspiring to kind of hear about everything that you guys are doing and the inspiration behind that. And like I said, I think our main sponsors, obviously Wells Fargo, has been played a huge part in helping us have the money to be able to street closures, permits, things like that. One's Coffee will be there; they're sponsoring as well. Like I said, Four Hands Brewing Company's been amazing. Union Station's been amazing. And really just a huge thank you to the running community and the St. Louis community just in general, because, there's been a lot of support. Like even Ballpark Village has been, running ads for us on their digital ads and things like that.
That's awesome.
It seems like people are really excited about something going on that's positive downtown. I'm really appreciative of that because I'm not from downtown. I live in Webster, so I didn't want to be disingenuous about how I was going about things. So to be able to be welcome to the community and that they want us there, I think that's the biggest piece. So that's really like, in general who I'd like to thank. And I know I'm probably missing a few people, but that's how appreciative I am. And yeah, we would love to, share your story. Hopefully we can share this podcast and get that out to people if they're okay with that. I think it's so cool what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Market Street, it will be the beginning of the course will be downhill, and then you'll get to Soldiers Memorial, which I got to give a shout out to them. I forgot to thank Mark Sunlove. They're awesome people at Soldiers Memorial and Missouri History Museum. They're going to have hopefully a sprinkler halfway, handing out American flags to people, little flags and things like that.
Nice.
Okay. So that side of the course will be a little bit of a hill, as you know, kind of coming right there from Tucker to basically Enterprise.
Yeah.
And then the last 600 meters is all downhill.
All right. I like to hear that. I like the downhill.
You guys should go out and run the course or walk the course just beforehand. Just
yeah, for sure.
Might need to.
For sure.
Probably walk it. Not going to run it.
Well, Mark, I really, really appreciate it. And for that, everyone watching and listening, go to themarketmile.com, go sign up, join our team. It's a great cause, supports great charities, helps, if you're in the St. Louis area. Mark, once again, thank you so much.
Yeah, Mark, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Really appreciate you coming on and sharing your story and creating awareness about the Market Mile. So hopefully it's a great turnout. We'll be there. It
means a lot. Thanks so much, guys. And I'm excited to now be a follower of your guys' podcast.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're working on it. And, I've already had people reaching out to me like, man, you make me want to work out and like get better. I'm like, yeah, that's what we're here for, man. Like
that was the whole point of this.
If we can do it, anybody can do it.
Exactly.
So cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
That was the whole point. Accountability.
I think what's so great about what you guys are doing is it's authentic. I think that, it's nothing more than you guys sharing your story and being authentic and opening yourselves up. And I think, in a world of social media and things like that, it's hard to relate to people sometimes. So I think this is, incredible what you guys do.
Thank you for that.
To share that story.
Thank you.
Well, thanks again, Mark. Like I said, everybody go to themarketmile.com. We will link it. Go sign up and have some fun with us.
Absolutely. See you at the after party.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks so much,
Take
Mark.
care.
And we're back in the fat pad. Once again, thank you to Mark for coming on, talking with us about the Market Mile. We are very much looking forward to it. And for those of you out there, definitely sign up, join our team. It's going to be a lot of fun. The after party sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Thank you again, Mark Spewak. Just a really good guy.
Yeah.
And I'm just honored that he came on our show with all 30 of our followers.
No kidding.
Right
now,
No,
it's super awesome. And I really hope that it does well and it becomes like a thing every year. Kind of like the Macklin Mile.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's like for people who are intimidated by a 5K, like we were. And still are. Yeah. Even though we're talking about doing a fucking half marathon in November, but we can walk it.
Yeah.
It's just about getting out there and moving.
Well, and it's all for charity too.
Yeah.
And you get to choose your charity. And I chose the Greenway.
So did I. Just because I use that.
I mean, that's what we've been using,
time,
right? Yeah. So give back to it. So
yeah.
But we will have a QR code attached to this at some point. So you can just click on the QR code.
Yep.
Or do whatever you do.
Yeah.
Because I hate technology.
And you'll be able to sign up and join our team. It'll be fun. We want a big showing of 2 guys 1 scale out there.
Absolutely.
But we have some stuff in front of us.
Some doggy pate
that I'll let Charles explain.
So I'll let you say the name of it.
Yeah, Charles can't say it. It's Braunschweiger.
So
Braunschweiger.
Yeah,
Braunschweiger. So I went back home and I was trying to find some weird foods from my childhood for us to try since we weren't going to do balut. We both just bowed out.
Yeah, fuck balut.
And
I shouldn't have Googled it.
It should not.
I thought my sister tried it before. She said it wasn't that bad.
I mean,
but I looked at those pictures and that's a fucking no. That's a no.
No. So we're going to try this doggy pate, and
our producer, my lovely wife, is here as well,
and she's going to try it with us.
She's going to try it with us.
I would have tried the balut though. This was not even remotely the same thing.
What is Braunschweiger?
It is the German Spam.
Okay.
I'm gonna steal that from Steffi because I
Yeah.
think that really does embody it. I
Yeah.
will tell you, the last time I saw this in my parents' fridge, they were using it to feed the dogs pills. So
We did just give some to my dogs, and they fucking loved it.
yes, they did. So if it's edible for dog consumption, then I guess we can eat it too.
The thing is like I'm from a small German town too, Freeburg, Illinois. Shout out, word up. I've had it before, but I mean, fuck, I don't even remember what it tastes like.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
Yeah.
And it's funny because our August filled up, and I was going to try to pitch doing a 2 or 6 mile road run in Tell City, where I'm from, at the Schweitzer Fest. But our August is already filled, so we'll worry about that next year. Actually, my buddy who I went to high school with and ran cross country with, he's the head of it, and I keep trying to drop in his ear, hey, you should do a sprint triathlon too. Yeah. And so because they got a 50-meter pool there, so why wouldn't you?
I wish we did have one that was more accessible for us.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, yeah. 50-meter pool is awesome.
40 minutes away.
Steffi's looking at this food. She's ready to crush it. Come on over here and crush this with us.
I just ate a whole egg.
She had her dinner toast a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Because my wife has also been losing weight.
Not to mix up with the breakfast toast.
Yeah.
Or the second breakfast toast.
All right.
All right. We're going to try this together. Make sure you got your drinks accessible. I don't know where my drink is.
You're going to sit on my lap?
Do we have?
Oh, it's got the consistency of dog food too. That's so awesome. All right.
This is an interesting consistency.
It's definitely dog food tasting. I remember the taste now. I actually like this.
It definitely tastes like dog food. I actually like it.
The fact that I have a spoon makes me feel like I'm eating ice cream.
With crackers and cheese.
Oh, yeah, this is good.
It would be better.
Yeah,
this is pate.
Yeah.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah.
I want to dip crackers in that.
It's so bad.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Like I said,
that aftertaste is good too, isn't it?
I really enjoy a Vienna sausage, which not a lot of people like hearing.
The consistency is not great,
but this is just this is a shredded up, like a gummed up Vienna sausage
with a lot more flavor though than Vienna sausage.
Take it easy, but
I kind of do want to fry this up.
I think frying it up would be the way to go, and that's something I don't know why we never did that in our house.
You know what I'm going to put this on?
Toast. Avocado toast and egg. Mm-hmm. I would put it toast, yes, but fried rice over easy egg in the morning, kind of like the wife does Spam. Thank you so much, Steffi. So rate it.
So I'm not wild about the consistency. The taste is good. It could be a little more solid.
Well,
for me, but I get that's not how meat slurry tastes.
Yeah,
or is.
You're weird about consistency.
I am weird about consistency. Also, by the way, Steve's hot dogs came to work today, and
I'm jealous.
Steve himself delivered.
Mr. Steve.
Mr. Steve. Also, I just ate him raw dog. Just no condiments at all on them, and people looked at me like I was out of my mind.
Because that's what sociopaths do.
So you didn't eat the bread or anything?
No, I just bread and hot dog, nothing else on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about the simplicity of it that I really like.
Don't say it like it's a cultured thing.
Raw dogging.
I can eat a hot dog with nothing on it, and I actually really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But when I want to
savages.
But whenever I really want to enjoy a sausage or a hot dog or a sausage, because I like better cheddars, I will put one line of mustard, one line of ketchup, and onions or sauerkraut, and I love that too. So
I just like them just raw dog, dude. When I like to get crazy, I'll put like some mustard on it.
It's so funny that we're talking about this because I was literally finding my can of chicken meat that I ate for lunch, and right above it was Coney Island chili meat with beef in it, and I was like, I need to get that for Scott to put on his hot dogs so he can get a little bit of taste of Detroit.
They did have chili there. They did have chili dogs, but I didn't do it.
They had a Wendy's chili right next to it too. I was just like, when did they start canning Wendy's chili? Because it's really not the best.
So anyways, back to the Braunschweiger. What do I give it? So are we counting like a 10 as like my favorite food in the world? Or just how do I rate?
In terms of like your potted meats.
Potted meats, I would say 7 or 8.
Yeah, same.
7 or 8.
Going into it,
I thought it was going to be
visually.
like a 4.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
I thought it was going to be like a 4.
So, what did you think it was going to be? Like, I think it was a 10 compared to what I thought it was going to be, because I was looking at it and I saw how the dogs went after it. I was just like, I can't believe I'm about to consume
They did love
this.
it. They were looking around everywhere after we gave it to them.
You could have told them to sit. They would have sat there for 3 hours waiting for another bite.
I am interested to like cut a slice of meat paste off and fry it, dude. I bet it'll be really good.
I'm gonna do it with an egg and put it on some toast.
What would you give it, Sevi?
Well, I mean, we were in Europe and we were eating pate.
Yeah, I had
and,
duck pate, I think.
Yeah, in wine bars. So I mean, I'll give it a solid 7.
Yeah.
So
I had
was it as
pate
good
on
as
the
duck pate?
I really love some duck pate.
Okay. Never had it, so I guess I need to try.
We had it. We did a River Thames cruise where we sat like on the window and like at night and like
we were
went
on
around.
the Seine. The Thames that's London.
You're right. I'm an idiot. But we got 2 bottles of wine and the duck pate came out. It was pretty good, but like I wasn't in the right like
headspace
to be doing that. Yeah, and also duck is like you got to cook it to a certain temperature, right?
Well, duck pate. Let me not
boiled.
say anything more about how pate is made, but
it's all boiled together, right? Like all the unused.
No, I'm not saying anything more.
Yeah,
I mean that's fine. I mean
it's all the unused pieces. I'm pretty sure.
So it's like a hot dog.
It's good pieces of duck. It's liver and it's
like a hot dog in slop form of duck.
Kind of. Yeah, sort of.
Hot dog is slop form. Let's be real.
It's not the intestines. It's liver and it's some other. Choice
it was pretty good. I wasn't. I think what weirded me out is that it was like ice cold and I didn't expect it to be cold.
Pate is, it's not warm. It's not meant to be warm.
I know.
So what's your take on tartare then?
I love a tartare.
Oh, was it duck tartare that I had?
No, it wasn't tartare.
We did have tartare there.
We had beef tartare.
Beef tartare, yeah. That was meh.
What's the craziest tartare you've had?
Just beef.
No.
Yeah, I eat a lot of raw tuna, but not like,
When I was in Tokyo, I had horse meat tartare.
Ooh,
no thanks.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
It was really good.
Really?
It was really good. And like a couple places in Plymouth, Michigan where I lived, they had a lot of really good tartare. And so I tried it. And I tried whale bacon the same day too. And
whale bacon?
What are you talking about?
Whale. Like a fucking, like I said, a whale bacon.
And this is the
were they strips that were this big?
No, they were cut down to like pork strips. So it was absolutely befuddling to me. I got to use that word because we're in the Shinjuku district and there's nothing but skyscrapers. And the person I was with was like, "Hey, let's go eat." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm starving because we've been walking around all day." And we just go into the basement of one of the skyscrapers, and every skyscraper, bars are in the basement. All these high rises, bars are in the basement. We're in a bar in the basement of a 30-story building eating horse meat tartare, whale bacon, and I don't even remember what else I ate. I ate some crazy crap that night. I'm not going to
What?
Like,
I didn't know whale bacon was a thing.
Oh, yeah. Whales are, yeah.
That's...
Oh, yeah. Just like dolphins. I wouldn't eat a dolphin.
No. I'm sure you have eaten tuna. I'm sure everybody has.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I ate dog when I was in China. I don't want to tell me,
Yeah, when I went to visit my sister when she was living in South Korea, there was definitely some dog restaurants. And one of the days we were without her and wandered around and went into some place, and I have no idea what we ate.
Yeah, I just thought it could have been rat. It could have been I don't know, right?
Rat.
We're gonna pivot before we get canceled. We're gonna pivot.
Pivot.
I was gonna say,
but that's the craziest thing I've ever eaten.
When I went to Seoul, it's some of the best food I've ever had. Also, the craziest stuff I've ever had.
Oh yeah,
I ate a live octopus. That was wild.
Where you pour the juice over it and it like moves around. Sauce? Yeah, the soy sauce over it, and then you eat it.
No, we picked it out of an aquarium, and then they like take you to like this little. It's like a huge fish market. They pick it out of an aquarium, and then you just like take it to these people, and then they just chop it up. And then it's like squirming all over the place. It actually wasn't that bad. I felt horrible about eating it. But then they made these like shrimp prawn things that were like fucking... It was like a steak. They cut it in half and like put butter all over it. It was unbelievably good.
Yeah.
Unbelievably good.
When I was in China, it was called Fisher's Restaurant, and you picked everything out, and it was alive.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually went and picked your own greens too from their gardens and everything. But they had Australian lobsters. That's what they called them because they were really huge lobsters. And of course, I had one of those while I was there. But there was a live alligator. And I'm not going to talk about what they did to that. But
No.
I tried bee larvae, where they were picking bee larvae out,
What
and they flamboy it.
Wild thing after.
And it's like a small little crispy, crunchy, awesome goodness.
No,
like,
thank
what are
you.
you
Bee
talking
larva?
Yeah, like,
So you-
like
Bees
out of
are
the
our
cone.
friends,
Like
dude.
out of the
Bees
cone.
are our friends. They're going extinct.
You ate that, but you didn't ask what kind of whale you ate?
Yeah.
You know,
Follow-up questions. Follow-up questions. What kind of whale is this?
I don't think I wanted to know.
Can you tell that we're two fat guys how much we love food and trying new things?
All we're doing is talking about food right now because I'm doing a road trip diet.
Truly, that is one of the best parts of traveling is the food.
Oh, that's the only reason why I travel.
It's the main reason why I do it, yeah.
I ate wild shit, but I had like one of the best burgers I've ever had in my life in South Korea. It was like a Wagyu mushroom Swiss burger. It was unfucking believable.
Did it have kimchi on it or anything?
Yeah, it did.
Like
I had a ton of kimchi.
Yeah.
I had kimchi fries the first night and a beer that was no shit like this tall. It was like 2 feet tall. It was unbelievable. When we were in Paris in Spain, like some of the best food I've ever had. And what's crazy is I didn't feel horrible after eating it.
No,
because
it's like
they
cleaner.
don't have all the garbage that comes and goes.
Preservatives
in
and
our food.
everything. Yeah, man. It feels so good when you eat.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I love food.
Yeah. He's always bringing me fucking food, dude. He brought me Philly cheesesteak brats that are up in my fridge. We just tried it. And
How good was it?
It was so good. It was so good.
It tastes just like a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
He brought me these chips. What are they? Gruppos? Grippos.
So
It's like a Southern Indiana or Indiana thing.
you need to give an alert on that because
They're fucking incredible.
1.5 pound bag of chips. And
It's in a box.
It's in a box.
Yeah.
And
It's like-
I think he's got like 4 ounces left.
I was straight doing work on it yesterday. Thankfully, they're not that bad.
They're not.
I just put in that I ate like 100 chips and it was like 650 calories.
And he's lowballing that number. by the
Probably.
way.
I
He
couldn't
was
stop.
stacking that.
I went to Charles' office yesterday and he's like, "Here you go, bub." And then I just couldn't stop. I could not stop eating.
They're
They're so good. They're like sweet barbecue, but they're also
Spicy.
like, yeah, they're spicy and they're not super crunchy. Like I don't know. They're great.
oh yeah,
If you see them, buy them.
try them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
so good. So when we go to my parents' vacation house, that's right on the border of Indiana, I'm going to be looking.
I hope that they have them in northern
Do
Indiana.
they sell just the seasoning?
Yes, they do actually.
Boy,
Oh boy, oh boy.
I want to do like a pulled pork with that, dude.
Like red hot riblets.
It's not as hot as red hot riblets, but it's
The flavor, like it's the best consistency of sweet, hot, and smoky I've ever had.
and this is as a
awesome.
loyal St. Louis, and they're better than red hot riblets.
Ooh, take it easy.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
no.
are.
It
They
is.
are. Well, I got a fucking huge bag coming.
Jeez. What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Charles gave me a box of them.
It's
Yeah,
a
'cause
smaller.
I
it's a
left
box
it at
of
his office.
cereal.
It's a smaller.
Kind
bag,
of on
Steph.
purpose, so I didn't eat the whole bag in one day.
I'm kind of glad you did that then, so Steffi could try them. Because
yeah, because they would have been gone last night.
yeah, I actually when all my buddies went off to the military, they would instead of asking for like random stuff like socks, they'd just be like send Grippos, and everybody in their platoons loved them so
it's
much.
Crazy
I was
that
in like
they-
10 boxes of Grippos at a time.
It's
Like,
crazy that
that's
they
all they wanted
sell
was
them
Grippos.
in bulk in boxes.
Yes.
I mean, that just proves that like there's something going on there. I find it insane they're not bigger than they are.
They have nice little bags of them too, and even like little snack bags.
Yeah.
But I'm not paying $4 for a bag.
No, I
when
get
I get
it,
a
but,
box
like,
for $8.
So like
you
I
know?
can't go to Lay's and get a box of Lay's, or even like the
insane.
St. Louis stuff, like the Billy Goat chips around here, which are awesome,
So good.
and
haven't
Red
had
Hot Riplets, and I think Jay's is a St. Louis thing. Jay's shit, I don't know. I might be speaking out of turn. I don't know.
Oh
Correct me in the comments. But
yeah, they're.
I
amazing.
was when you told me about them, I was like, all right.
And I
they
made
were-
sure you grab the right one first too.
Yeah, when you get to the bottom of the bag, they're real
All
juicy
seasoned.
down there.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
man.
like they're not juicy. They make your mouth water so much,
Yeah.
like because of the flavor.
I was standing there mad.
You gotta try one.
I was standing there mad, just standing at a desk, and I was like, why did you fucking bring these?
And I'm sitting there and I'm just going in and grabbing one, and he just keeps eating them, and I'm like, he's having way too much fun eating these. I want one too. I just go back and eat one.
I might have bit your hand off trying to get in there, dude. I reverted back to 330 pound Scott right there, dude. Yes. I was just going to fucking town.
I mean, they're that good. Like the next time my parents come in town, I want to make sure they bring like 3 boxes, so you can have a box.
Oh no,
you can have a box,
I don't need
and
them.
I can have.
I don't need them, but yes, do it. Do it.
Do it.
Now the thing is, I don't know. Like they were great, but like also I've been eating much healthier and like watching what I eat and not eating just garbage food. So maybe that was part of it. But I also do think they're just that good.
So I am a huge loyal Doritos guy. Spicy or nacho Doritos, ranch, like every nacho flavor there is. I love Doritos. We always have a box of Doritos or a bag of Doritos or a bag of Cheeto Puffs or Cheeto Crunchers in our house. Grippo shits on both those.
Yeah, it does.
It does. That's the first time I've cussed in this episode too. And that's just how blatantly obvious I have to be about it. Like, it just completely shits all over both my favorite chips.
Speaking of that, one of my friends at work, he has the baked white cheddar Cheetos Puffs. He had it. Man. They're so good. Yeah. And they're not bad. Like that bad. No. You can eat like 50 of them and it's like 90 calories.
I felt so bad. They brought him to a trivia event and I had just met these people.
We were just
housing them. I ate like half the bag. And I was like, hey, nice to meet you. And then I like ate the whole bag of Cheetos.
So those and Flaming Hots and even Funyuns, I don't put those in my house because I will sit there and go through a whole bag of those. Those white cheddars are so good.
Good Lord.
The Flaming Hots, just how hot it is, I just keep eating them.
So I look for the white cheddar ones, and I never see them.
I always see them at Walmart.
Oh, we don't go to Walmart.
I think Sam's has them too.
We go to Walmart.
I can do a pickup for
sometimes.
I get my mustard at Walmart.
Yeah, that's true.
My favorite
Whataburger mustard's very
mustard?
good. It ain't
Whataburger mustard.
It ain't no Janan mustard.
No,
is it not.
It ain't no.
It is not Janan Nimick mustard.
No. You know what?
Shout out to Janan. I love your mustard. I eat it.
4 jars.
Mustard?
We're 4 jars deep this year.
So much.
That honey mustard?
Dude.
Yeah.
I call it Janani mustard.
She brought it over with bows on.
Yeah, I know.
I call it diabetes honey mustard because of the way I eat it. I had to stop eating honey mustard because I would just...
Yeah, I don't know what it is. She needs to sell it. Like, she needs to sell it.
Well, she won't tell me what's in it, so we don't know if it's, like, consumer safe.
Speaking of that, we need to ask Janan to be on here.
I've asked her.
Yeah, she's one of our coworkers. She's lost a ton of weight.
Okay.
She looks great.
Yeah, she looks great.
Amazing.
She lost a ton of weight. Because I met her when you first started, and then I met her again, and I was like...
She looks amazing.
Yeah, she looks great. So... Yeah, we'll ask her. We can set that up.
I've convinced her, and I think we have. We have Husband Scott, and then at work,
I'm Husband Scott.
Yeah, at work we refer to him as Husband Scott, and then we have Boss Scott because my boss is also named Scott. And myself and Boss Scott, I think we've convinced Janan that she needs to be on the podcast. So
nice.
I think she'd be quite happy to be on here.
Yeah, we should.
I'll talk to her about it.
Yeah, we should set that up in the next.
Yeah. I love having guests on. We've had
we got Kevin on next week.
Oh, Kevin is going to be on next week?
Kevin from Two Bros with Benefits. He started his own podcast afterwards. You guys go check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be back because it's the big... Well, so are we doing the 18th for that weigh-in too? Because I got to be at 242 and that ain't fucking happening.
Well, I mean, that's fine. Like this, I love how you guys... try to motivate me too by saying that you guys are going to do things. Like, I think he texted me and said, hey, I'm not going to get to my bench press. I said I would, but I've made progress. Right. And you've made a lot of progress since the last time.
All we have to do is post shirtless pics if we don't get it.
Yeah. Well,
well, the thing is, you also got to be lower than 250.
Well, and the thing is on the 18th, we're going to be over 6 full months now. So I think we have to do a 6-month progress anyways. So
yeah, of course.
On the 18th will be a perfect because I'm going to be like super dehydrated and I'm going to be like, all this is going to to be gone,
Yeah. Yeah. Don't,
sweat.
Just don't die.
Yeah. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Had 1,000 calories today. Okay.
A little bit of Braunschweiger.
Yeah.
It's not 2 guys, 1 scale if I'm sitting in the chair. And then it's just like...
My replacement is already starting, okay? Yeah. Because I'm going to... 1
guy and an annoying wife.
Yeah, but no, we actually are... We're getting... We've asked a few people to be on.
Yep.
and pretty much everyone who've asked has said yeah.
Yeah. Because Josh is going to be on here
yeah,
soon.
I do like getting people on. I think it's fun.
Yep.
Just getting more people, you know, because being overweight is something that a lot of Americans deal with.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're, like I said before during the interview with Mark, like if we can do this shit, anybody can.
Yeah.
Because I was lazy. Still am.
I know we're not. We're about to go to the gym.
Yeah, we got to go work out.
Yeah. I'm going to get home late tonight.
You're going to be in trouble.
I am going to be in trouble. Well, I don't get to, you know, the kids go to bed in 45 minutes, but, you know, it's okay. It's one night a week.
Yeah. Well, I think that'll do it. We need to go work out.
We do need to go work out,
Yeah,
Steffi.
get out of here so I can play Fallout.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steffi, for coming on and trying the Braunschweiger.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Braunschweig, yeah.
Schweiger.
What else? What else? You were being a total dad. Was saying Braunschweiger. What was the other thing that you kept saying it like so wrong?
How do you mess up Grippos? Okay.
Don't yeah. Well, I'm not familiar with Grippos.
Grippo.
Yeah.
Apostrophe S. Like Grippos. Grippos.
All right. Grippos. Got it. All right.
The greatest chips in the world.
All right.
Hands down.
They are, dude. They're up there. They're fucking for sure. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks again to Mark for coming on. Really good episode this week. We both have made some progress. This is the first time in a long time where we both made good progress.
You made better. Awesome work. Keep it up.
You've lost like what 4 pounds in like 3 days.
Yeah, but
you got a lot to go.
Yeah, you're right. It's just started.
You got it, bro.
I know I do.
Just be safe about it.
Oh, I will.
Don't get nuts.
I'm not going to.
All right.
I'm just going to do the Biggest Loser workouts.
All right. Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you all.
Give us a follow, rate, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Sign up to do the Macklin Mile with us. Not Macklin Mile, Market Mile.
Market Mile.
We'll have a link and everything. So check us out. Thanks again.
Thank you all.